Hello and welcome. Today we will be exploring King's Quest. So I hope you can enjoy my adventure. In Chapter 1, Night to Remember. So we're going to begin our adventure by walking up to a well, by the looks of things. I love the drawn out style of the game. It's quite cool. What's in here? Let's have a look. Nothing in the well. Wind the bucket down and see if we get anything. And we're off to start our adventure.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Behind this mattress. I wonder why this is here.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Remembered it? Does that mean he's been here before? It's strange, we've only just begun our adventure. Oh, I don't think they've had a good journey.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Definitely not that one by the looks of it. What? Oh, it sounds like something big snoring. What is it with all these beds?
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
Very sturdy bridge, as you can see.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way, too.
Add a shinier hat to my collection.
Seems like somebody's been here before because there's a lot of ropes and stuff.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Maybe we'll go down here and see what we can find. Might be able to use a chair leg or something.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I use my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I use my cleverness
Oh, do we
to
hide?
hide.
Hide in here, under the covers. Always the safest place.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use?
Put my handle in here, then hopefully we can go across the bridge. And wait the dragon up again.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall.
It's a shame. What's the dragon done to deserve to be locked up? Sneak across here because he doesn't look very friendly at the moment.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
I'm gonna watch out for this bed now. And go. Just hit the iron. And oh, hello, we're gonna wake him up again. Need to hide first. Still the safest place to hide. Let's try and sneak round more carefully on these ones. Don't want to wake our friend back up again. Well, hide. And we'll go up the ladder because I don't want to get too much closer to him.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Okay, let's go further down here. Conveniently, there's a bow. Kind of seemed like he knew who that person used to be then. He was paying his respects. Across another bridge of beds. Wonder what kind of looks like a feeding station.
the mirror called out to me.
Hello over there. Come find me. So what happens if you ring this bell? So that wakes the dragon up and is expecting some food, I think. So that means that this must provide him with food.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast, and probably its owner, alive.
Oh, we don't want it over that side. We want it back over the side with all the bones. Then we want to ring the bell. He goes for his lunch, and then I sneak past him. So maybe if I use this contraption to get down there. And then grab the mirror quickly before he realises I'm here. And of course hide it in my magic cloak. Now we better run because he's not very happy. Oh. But it's been first thing in the morning. There we go. Then shoot the next one. Then shoot the next one, right up to miss. Now we've got to swim with our hats. Quickly shoot these. Why did you jump? Action shot. And start shooting the beds again. So I definitely wanted to make sure you didn't escape. Better keep running, he's about to get us. Go! Good. How many beds have they got? Could have run a hotel with how many beds they have over on the roof. Come stay.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Your way back through this door.
In that split second, I had 3 choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
So I can ring the bell for dinner, I can blind him, or I can insert him 3. Which I think is my preferred option because he might help us later.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
You're free!
Roar! Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
That's a lot of potions.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
A death maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, or an act of kindness evening victory. Thinking of
Treating my
kindness.
opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
No. Maybe he's a tad bit clumsy. Suppose it's a quick way to get to the tournament. Not slightly uncomfortable.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Yes, that was very great. So this way. Yeah, very graceful indeed.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
Brilliant. So I think we're going this way now, aren't we? To the night tournament. Some sort of parade going on here. He looks a bit full of himself.
Hey, over here!
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
How indeed. Go down this way. Through the forest.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
That little creature looks cute. Used to be some kind of toolbox. That nest up there. I need that again later. Just follow this frog. And there's a broken wheel, so it looks like somebody else has had a bit of an accident too. Not just me being clumsy this morning, at least. Who's this guy? For say hello.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material.
Hey.
I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat all that? Oh no. I think we need repeating.
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridges out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon,
Well, at least we
down
know
and
where
lift
the
to the
tools
tournament.
are. They'll be in that tree. Just how to get them down is the question.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and
And go back across here. Then down here, I think. Can we just shake it?
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Well, that wasn't intended. These have got an
Shame.
axe.
The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
So how is that going to be helpful? Shall we go back and have a look around? Where that guy and his goats are.
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not.
I
Enjoy
wonder
your
if we could
broken
put this
wheel.
down.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
I don't mind a good pun. Quite cool. Something in the bushes. I wonder what that was.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
Maybe not. Let's carry on going. Oh, there's one in that bush too. And there's the well from earlier. Wonder where this Daventry is. I think it might be over this wall. Conveniently looks like there's some climbing bricks here.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
Okay, so that looks like a blacksmith's. Should we go in here first?
Looked like a blacksmith shop of sorts.
The big shield on the wall, that might be good for fixing wagging. Let's go check in the other shops first before we make a decision. That was like a potion shop up here.
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop.
There's a little table here that you might be able to use. Quite cool. Now we should go down to the baker's and see what he's got there. Maybe a big loaf of bread or something. I was right, we can use a big loaf of bread.
A bakery. And it
I'll
smelled
go for this one.
delicious.
Got some tips here so they don't get mad at us.
I liked this shop, so I gave them a tip. Just because.
I'm going to take this wheel.
Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
Just because it's quite cold, I think you could use a loaf of bread as a wheel. Go back where we came from. Make sure we close the gate behind us, because it looks like something's been trying to get in. It's convenient.
A shortcut.
Thank you, wolf-like creature. Share my bread with you, but we kind of need to use it as a wheel. Back across the river.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic
That's a
unicorns.
Right, let's go give him the bread.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you
Entrance
interested?
ticket. We never heard anything about an entrance ticket, so no thank you.
No thanks. Not really interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
Oh yes, you seem very trustworthy. I think the price still seems a little bit high.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't pay you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
Well, what is the actual price?
Well, what do you know? It costs exactly that much. Thank you. Fortuitous fate meeting you, my boy. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
That's rubbish, she's gonna rip me off. Or just take it as a pay for a taxi.
Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Avast! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Well, that was an interesting ride. Let's go see what's going on over here.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Unsafe commoners, I'm not a commoner. I'm going to become a knight.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which
Ah.
is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These knight hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
So we need to just put somebody in peril then. To get through. Well, I think that's where we'll end our adventure today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you come back to join the rest of the adventure. Bye!